It appeared without warning, a machine forged in secrecy, engineered to survive what no Western weapon can destroy. A phantom on the horizon, cold steel hidden inside a storm of smoke and data. Weapons scream toward it at Mach speeds and fail. Across NATO, alarms flare. Something new has entered the battlefield. It moves like a ghost, hard to find, harder to hit, almost impossible to kill. They call it the next evolution of Armada, a supertank designed to break the rules of modern war. In the heart of Europe, a geopolitical pressure cooker is reaching its limit. The simmering tension between Russia and an expanding NATO has escalated into the largest military buildup on the continent in decades. Exercises stretch longer and involve more forces. Lines of armor creep closer to contested borders. Defense budgets are surging on both sides, fueling a new and uncertain arms race. The war in Ukraine became a brutal, real-world laboratory. It proved that even the most elite, heavily armored tanks can be hunted, jammed, and systematically destroyed on a transparent battlefield. Top attack missiles, once a niche threat, became brutally common, punishing the thinly protected roofs of multi-million-dollar machines. Artillery, guided by drones, reached out with digital precision, reducing counter-battery times from hours to mere minutes. And cheap, commercially derived drones shredded expensive armor, loitering for hours before striking with lethal accuracy. In response, NATO is accelerating its own upgrade roadmaps. Germany's Leopard 2A7 Plus, America's M1A2 SEPV3, and Britain's Challenger 3 are all formidable, but they are playing catch-up against a rapidly evolving threat. The arms race is shifting from a contest of mass and firepower to one of microchips, software, and networked sensors. Russia, having paid a heavy price in blood and steel, studied its losses, scanned its adversaries' capabilities, and began to rewrite its armored warfare playbook. The new doctrine isn't about bigger guns or thicker armor. It's about smarter survival. A multi-layered defense, integrating sensors, jammers, active protection systems, and new forms of adaptive armor to defeat a threat before it ever hits. Western military planners now face the prospect of a system designed specifically to defeat the very tools they have come to trust. And somewhere inside Russia's vast industrial shadows, a new Armada variant is emerging, a machine built not just to fight, but to change the entire calculus of modern war. It starts with the radical promise of the original Armada platform, then leaps far beyond it. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a fundamental rethinking of armored warfare, born from a new reality. Forged in secret design bureaus and workshops, this evolution is optimized by lessons learned the hard way on modern battlefields. Every vulnerability exposed in recent conflicts, from top-attack munitions to sensor-guided weapons, has been meticulously studied and addressed. The core of its survivability is the unmanned turret, which allows the three-person crew to be sealed within a heavily fortified composite capsule at the front of the hull, completely isolated from the ammunition and the inevitable blast of a penetration. A direct hit to the turret, once a near-certain death sentence for a tank crew, no longer means a catastrophic kill. The machine might be damaged, but the crew survives to fight another day. Inside the capsule, the crew interfaces with the battlefield through an AI-assisted targeting system. It fuses high-definition optics, third-generation thermal imagers, and ASA radar data into a single intuitive picture of the world outside. This hunter-killer system detects, identifies, and tracks dozens of ground and air targets simultaneously, prioritizing them by threat level and then suggesting the perfect firing solution, dramatically reducing the crew's cognitive load. While the crew commands, advanced robotic mechanisms and a high-speed autoloader keep the main gun in the fight, ensuring a consistent and rapid rate of fire under any condition. A stealth-focused design with a low thermal profile, achieved through advanced exhaust diffusers and special coatings, helps mask its heat signature. hiding it from the ever-present eyes of enemy drones and thermal seekers. For close-in threats, a compact turret-mounted laser can dazzle enemy optics for a soft kill, or burn directly through the fragile rotors of approaching drones for a hard kill. It can even deploy its own wingman drones to scout ahead, stream target data back to the crew, and independently strike softer, opportunistic targets. Operating as a central node in a unified combat web, it shares data across the force, allowing it to see farther and strike smarter than any standalone platform. But its most significant upgrade is firepower. The main gun is believed to jump to a colossal 152 millimeters, a massive leap in caliber and energy over the 120 and 125 millimeter standard of today. This allows it to fire next-generation, hyper-velocity penetrators that can tear through the most advanced armor at extreme standoff ranges. And it can launch advanced guided rounds that arc over terrain to kill tanks hidden behind ridgelines, or even swat low-flying helicopters out of the sky. The combination of a larger gun and AI-assisted fire control means fewer shots are needed to guarantee a kill, maximizing lethality and ammunition efficiency. Its defense begins with adaptive reactive armor, which intelligently times and vectors its counterblast to defeat even sophisticated tandem charge warheads. Beneath that, a passive kinetic energy armor matrix of steel alloys, ceramics, and composites is designed to redirect or shatter incoming long-rod penetrators. Finally, an advanced active protection system provides the last line of defense. Its soft kill systems jam guidance signals, while its hard kill interceptors physically shoot down incoming missiles. Layers upon layers, a moving fortress. Fast, stabilized, and fully networked. This is a Predator built from the ground up for a transparent, sensor-soaked battlefield. Part machine, part network, part ghost, all threat. So how does this super tank claim to survive the best of NATO's arsenal? The answer lies in a philosophy of layered, integrated defense, starting with its active protection system. This isn't just one system, but a sequence. First, soft kill measures like multispectral smoke and electronic decoys attempt to confuse an incoming missile's guidance system, making the tank disappear from its sensors. If that fails, the hard kill system takes over. Within milliseconds, it detects, classifies, and launches interceptors to physically destroy the threat before impact. The system is reportedly designed to handle multiple simultaneous attacks from different directions, a crucial capability against swarm tactics. For threats that get through, the armor itself is the next wall. Against kinetic energy penetrators, the fearsome long-rod darts fired by tanks like the Abrams and Leopard, the tank's hull and turret are a composite matrix. Reports suggest advanced metamaterials and adaptive plates are designed to do more than just stop a dart. They aim to induce yaw, fracturing the rod and dissipating its energy across a wider area. Whether it's the American M829 Silver Bullet or the German DM series, the armor's goal is to break the physics of the attack. Against chemical energy threats like top-attack missiles, which use tandem charge warheads to defeat reactive armor, the tank employs a new generation of smart ERA. It allegedly detonates in a way that disrupts the focused jet of molten metal before it can penetrate the main armor, even being seen as a challenge. Advanced thermal management masks the engine's heat signature, and the tank's angular design reduces its radar cross-section, complicating the entire targeting chain from a scout to a shooter. And at the core of it all, the unmanned turret. By placing the crew in an isolated capsule in the hull, the tank fundamentally shifts the survivability curve. A turret penetration is no longer an automatic crew kill. On paper, the claims are formidable, but it's crucial to separate theoretical capability from battlefield-proven reality. Even the best shield can be saturated. The thesis is clear. Defeat the missile's brain, the dart's physics, and the drone's eye, then kill whatever survives the chaos. This tank is more than hardware. It is strategy cast in steel. Leak a shape. Show a test. Let doubt do the rest. Even a handful can force NATO to rethink any ground fight. The psychological effect multiplies the military one. Used as a breakthrough weapon, it absorbs the opening storm, then opens the gate. Behind it, massed armor floods the gap. It also forces a costly race. New missiles, new darts, new drones, new jammers, bills paid for years. Abroad, deterrence. At home, pride. The message: Russia can still shock the world. NATO is not helpless, and no single system is unbeatable. First, don't duel it. Starve it. Hit the tail, not the teeth. Overwhelm the shield with numbers and angles. Then evolve the spear. Faster darts, smarter seekers, stranger flight paths. Some say Maskirovka, others say underestimate it at your peril. Truth lives behind vault doors and on future battlefields. One thing is certain: if this tank ever rolls into battle, the balance of power in Europe will change forever.